Hey, today we're doing one of my favorite upper body workouts from my app for strong and lean sculpted arms. So do it with me. We're starting with banded dumbbell front raises, and if I'm being honest, my shoulders were already burning after only the first set. That's how you know it's going to be a good one. Adding bands to basic movements is a great way to progressively overload and increase intensity, especially if, say, one weight is becoming too light for you, but the next weight up is too heavy for you to complete a set. Bands add some added resistance and recruit more muscles for stabilization. Here I'm focusing on keeping the tension in the band at all times by pushing my arms apart to pull on the band. I'm using a medium resistance band, and I think I could have gone with a light resistance instead because these were really tough and my form started definitely breaking down. But that's okay. It feels good to push myself past my comfort zone to work towards getting stronger. For the second exercise, we're doing banded dumbbell L lateral raises. And this time I definitely switched to the light resistance band because the band will need to stretch a little further for this movement. You don't have to use a band for this one if it's too difficult, or you can drop the dumbbells and keep the band like I had to do on my third set. My shoulders were on fire. Just make sure to keep your elbows bent around 90 degrees throughout this exercise. The third exercise we're doing is banded dumbbell Arnold press. Start with the dumbbells in front of you at chest level with your palms facing you and elbows bent at your sides. Then abduct the arms out as you start to press the dumbbells up overhead. During this portion of the movement, your palms should face forward away from you. Then reverse the movement to bring the dumbbells back down to starting position. The band will naturally move with you throughout the full range of motion, providing resistance throughout. It will be difficult, but try to keep a little tension in the band at all times. For the fourth exercise, you'll need a longer band to wrap around something sturdy to perform face pulls, or you can use a cable machine. This exercise targets the rear delts, which are often neglected, but very important for rounded, balanced shoulders. Keep your elbows up, retract the scapula, and engage the rear delts to pull the band towards your face. This is one of those exercises where the mind to muscle connection is extra important to feel it and target the right muscles. I noticed that keeping my shoulder blades retracted, so down and back, throughout the whole set helps me to activate and engage my rear delts more, as opposed to allowing them to travel with each rep and feeling it only in my upper back. So try keeping your shoulder blades fixed. And here's where I started to reach failure. My shoulders were done at this point. Now we're moving on to some bicep work with banded alternating hammer curls. These are pretty straightforward. I'm using the light resistance band and curling one arm at a time, focusing on the squeeze and a slight hold at the top of each rep, trying to get a good pump here. One thing I like to do during alternating bicep work is contract the opposite muscle, the triceps. So you may notice that while I'm curling with one arm, the other tricep is flexed. This helps me to keep everything tight, in good form, and I get some bonus tricep work. For this next exercise, we're targeting the back with bent over rows. Feel free to do this with a barbell, dumbbells, an easy curl bar, or a landmine setup like I'm using here. You can use anything for this exercise really. I kept the weight light here because I was feeling pretty burnt out by this point, and I just wanted to focus on getting a solid pump in the muscles, which I definitely got. This next exercise is a landmine press, which targets the shoulders again, but from a different angle. I tend to feel this a lot in my front delts. I start in a split or wide stance, holding the bar at shoulder level, then press the bar up till the elbow is fully extended. Then control the weight back down, perform all your reps on one side, and then move on to the other arm. And to finish off the workout, I'll show you 2 burnout set options I like to do. The first option is battle rope intervals. I love battle ropes because it's one of the few cardio options that actually uses the upper body primarily, so it's a great option for upper body days. Take a wide squat stance at the end of the rope. You can either do singles, alternating slamming one rope at a time, or doubles, slamming both ropes at the same time. I like to do 30 to 40 second intervals followed by a 15-second rest, and I'll typically do between 4 to 6 rounds of this depending on how I feel. The second burnout option is perfect if you don't have access to the battle rope because it doesn't require any equipment. These are plank push-offs. So start in a high plank position, then lower one arm at a time onto a forearm plank. Then go immediately back up one arm at a time back into a high plank position. I typically do between 5 to 6 reps initiating with one arm, then another 5 to 6 reps initiating with the opposite arm for a total of 10 to 12 reps, followed by a 30-second rest. And for this exercise, I'm usually only able to do between 3 and 4 sets before my arms completely give out. And that's the workout, babes. I hope you try it and let me know how you feel. If you'd like more detailed info on reps, sets, weight, progressive overload based on your fitness level, or more workouts like this, try my app. I'll leave the link in the description so you can work out with me every day.